Hi there, this is garyryanblair with a great message that is meant to make you think and go, Have you ever wondered where you might be if you made different choices in life? Better yet, have you ever wondered how much different your life would be if at some point you had taken a different fork in the road? I'm talking about pursued a different career, married a different person, started investing earlier, lived a healthier life, confronted a fear rather than hide behind it, to seek adventure over comfort, to believe in yourself, and to say yes instead of no. See, for most of my adult life, I pursued what I consider to be the organizing principle of lasting change. And I've come to the understanding that there's a pivotal, defining moment in each one of our lives. Actually, there's a series of moments that we must experience before we wake up, we take control, turn pro, and achieve our goals. And these pivotal moments, these defining moments, transform the feeling of what it means to be fully alive. A fork in the road is a powerful metaphor for a pivotal, defining moment in your life. One where you must make an important decision when faced with multiple options. Written in 1916, The Road Not Taken is a poem by Robert Frost. And in the final stanza, he closes with these words: "Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference." Self-discipline is humanity's fork in the road, and your ability, your willingness to impose it consistently will make a monumental difference in your life, your career, your health, your finances, and each one of your relationships. And in this message, we're going to focus on taking the road less traveled by. And I'm talking about the road that leads to mastery over self, the road that expands your freedoms and options in life, the road that leads you to the unleashing of your greatness, and the road that leads you to the fast-tracking of your goals. You can search anywhere you want for a single sound argument against imposing self-discipline, and I promise you, you will not find it. Nor will you find a single instance of enduring success which is not obtained in large part due to its application. To every goal you want to achieve, every dream you want to manifest, everything you want to be, have, and do requires the enforcement of self-discipline, self-control, and self-awareness. This is a rule without an exception. Therefore, the first thing you need to do each day is to establish your goals and your corresponding deadlines, and then to enforce a strict set of disciplines necessary in order to cross the finish line of achievement. Every act of discipline you impose moves you one step closer to your goals, and every exception takes you off course. Now, you may be tempted to poo-poo away the last statement as something so obvious. However, before you do so, ask yourself this important question. Based on the goals I set, am I ahead, on, or am I below target? See, the answer to that question is a direct result of your ability to execute and to impose self-discipline. And when it comes to self-discipline, the facts are simply this: you're either buying or selling. So if you're on target, or better yet, if you're ahead of target, then you're a seller, and you've sold yourself the importance of discipline, and you've stayed focused in spite of the many world of options and temptations that circle you all the time. And if you're below target, then guess what? You're a buyer, and you bought the same excuses that have led so many others down the pathway of mediocrity. The things you buy are procrastination, self-doubt, insecurity, uncertainty, fear, lack of discipline, and whatever else happens to be your poison of choice. So remember this absolute rule of discipline. If you do not learn to discipline yourself, you're guaranteed to be disciplined by others. And once again, I caution you about overlooking the profound importance of that point. But should you think I'm being overly dramatic, then chew on these thoughts for just a moment. Go run up your credit cards real high. Be late on a few payments and see how quickly these companies are to teach you a thing or two about financial discipline and personal responsibility. Be late or unprepared for a few meetings, and you won't have to wait long before your manager informs you what it means to be a professional. I want you to wrap your mind around this idea that the most valuable form of discipline is the one that you impose upon yourself. So why would you wait for things to deteriorate so drastically that someone else must impose discipline in your life? It would be absolutely tragic. Yet many people find themselves in this exact position because when given a choice, they took the other fork of the road. How can anyone look themselves in the mirror and be proud of the fact that someone else thought more of them than they thought of themselves? That they allowed someone else to force them to get up early, force them to be on time, force them to be accountable for their actions, and force them to enforce discipline on someone else's terms. The self-discipline is the smartest, the simplest, and it's the fastest way to transform your life. And to create history and to unleash your greatness, you must become a seller. You must sell yourself on the power of your goal. You must sell yourself on the importance of self-discipline. And you must sell yourself on the idea that anything is possible if you want it badly enough. And to repeat history and to perpetuate your existing results, all you have to do is continue to be a buyer. See, buyers consume not only products and services, but they also buy a sack of lame excuses and self-defeating behaviors. And to experience true freedom, and to truly learn what it takes to fast-track your goals, you've got to prove to yourself that you are the master of your own destiny. And never are you less free than when you're held hostage by your excuses and your lack of discipline. Now, why, you might ask? Because when lack of discipline and excuses rule, enslavement and mediocrity, certainly not freedom, follows. The fork in the road is just one of the many interesting conversations we'll have once you participate in the 100-Day Challenge. So check it out at 100daychallenge.com.